All the dots. All the double dots. Huh? Something up? Why'd you just stop?
Well, you see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun?
Yeah?
It reminded me of something we saw earlier.
What do you mean?
Remember the graffiti on floor B? You remember what it said?
What if the ninth lion ate the sun? Something like that? Yeah, the ninth lion ate the sun. Haha. Memento mori, right?
Do you know what that means?
In memory of the dead? It's Latin for something like be aware of death or remember death. I think it's usually used to mean we're all going to die someday, so don't forget about your mortality.
What about the other part?
Well, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? If the ninth lion ate the sun, I mean, yeah, it's kind of nonsense, but... Oh, I get it. That's what the clock made you think of, right? The sun in that sentence.
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Apart from the fact that it made no sense? Not really.
Wrong answer.
So do we have to take the clock and throw the clock into, the bee garden? The pool where the lion is?
Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were.
All the dots.
I guess I have to do everything. Part of it was spelled wrong. Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong.
Wait.
It should be N-I-N-T-H. But the graffiti had N-I-N-E-T-H.
My brain didn't even process that. Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize that. They just put an extra E in there?
Exactly.
That's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was like a kid who wrote it?
Maybe it wasn't a mistake at all.
I'm not following.
Maybe Zero put that E in there on purpose.
But why?
Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise.
For an anagram, you mean? What? All the dots. All the dots. All the dots.
Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Huh. All the dots. Oh, I wonder what that means, Sock.
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time.
Let's go. Let's go.
We should get moving.
Yep. Right. If the ninth lion ate the sun. I'm just guessing it's an anagram because the last one's an anagram, but I couldn't figure that out. Which means maybe it's not an anagram? Hello? Huh? Kay and Luna aren't here.
Astute observation.
What should we do?
What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident.
Yeah. Guess you got a point. Hey, where are you going?
Just want to check something really quick.
Check what?
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember?
I do?
She was kneeling down, looking at something on the ground.
Yeah. What do you think she was looking at? All the dots. Huh? Blood?
Find something?
Isn't this blood?
Uh-huh. Nice work there, Sigma.
I don't need you to pat me on the back. It makes me feel stupid or something.
The truth hurts.
Ouch. All the dots.
So, blood, huh?
All the dots. All the dots. All the dots. All the dots.
Oh my god.
What? I suddenly looked up at the ceiling. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at a metal crane. It was the kind you might see in a shipyard. The sort that moves along a metal track and has a claw to grab and lift cargo containers. Is there a body up there? So, what's the deal with this crane? What? Darn, gone again. Stop running around! Just tell me what you found.
I noticed something.
Oh yeah? And what, pray tell, was that?
The same thing Clover and Alice noticed.
And that's, Can't you just tell me?
Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. It's the first thing you think of when you hear blood.
Vampires?
Yeah. This whole thing kind of sucks, right?
Yes, it does.
Come on! This is no time to be screwing around.
All the dots.
I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady. Consider this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what?
Alice was looking at the handkerchief.
Right. What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a blood-stained handkerchief here? Or something along those lines.
And?
Did this belong to the old woman? It must have.
And?
But if it did, then who put it here? Oh wait, maybe someone just dropped it. Or they could have thrown it here.
And?
You want more?
You're almost there.
How long has this handkerchief been here? Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
Well, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
Wait, when's the start?
You know, when we started. When you and I escaped from the AB room through the hatch on the roof. The first thing we did after we got out and met everyone, except for Clover and Kay, was go look at the number 9 door. We spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms, too. Yeah, I know we looked at this from the exact angle. I'm pretty sure there wasn't any handkerchief there then. There wasn't. All the dots. All the double dots. Wait.
Huh. Finally figured it out, huh?
Did someone move the AB doors around? Whoa, that just messed with my brain. No way. The AB room moved?
Yeah.
Was it that crane?
Probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
The body of the old woman.
And who was trapped in there when the Nonary Games started?
Well, it would have been the AB room on the right at first, so... Luna. All the dots. All the double dots. For the third time, Fi walked off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began 2 milkmen.
What do you think this is?
Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first. But I'm guessing you don't think so. Is that more the old woman's blood?
Seems like it.
So Luna would have killed her there, and then taken her to the rightmost AB room. After that, she would have moved the room with the body in it so that no one would suspect her. That would mean the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. All the dots. All the dots. All the dots. So what about that handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was, which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief, and then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it.
All the dots.
Then when the room was moved, it came out.
All the dots. That means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief.
Seems pretty likely.
All the dots. All the double dots. You know, I did say that I think Luna
This is all
could
just
be...
speculation, understand?
Yeah, I did say that there's something about Luna that rubs me the wrong way because she's got one of our FlightlessBird cousins hanging around her neck. But I didn't think of her as the killer. I thought of her as someone who maybe, you know, knows more about this game than she's letting on, but I didn't think of her like that. Yes, but this is all speculation. We don't know for sure. Exactly.
There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, all right. For example, why would Luna leave the AP room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? I guess it's possible she just wanted to hide the body, but we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. All the dots. It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far there have been 2 murders. He hasn't done anything about either of them. Do you think that means Luna is Zero Sr.? Even if she was, though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. It's possible that she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be here, but if Luna's Zero Sr., couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? She'd have access to the entire facility. All the dots. That's not all either. Let's say Luna moved the AP room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She had to have known they'd be discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate that crane? Luna was with us when we first got out of the AB rooms all the way till when we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. Then we went down to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then, the room must have been moved. Of course. Ha! Why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi. She could have moved the AB room. Were her alibi. All the dots. All the thinking dots.
Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? You didn't even put up a fight?
You're going to make me repeat myself. I never said Luna was the killer.
Good. Ooh. But I do think she's suspicious. I did say that. All the dots.
Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was, which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Oh. You mean that's what she said about what she noticed?
Right.
Which means Luna is in danger, isn't she? Uh-oh. Hey, Fi?
Hmm?
I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this. We were supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here.
You're right.
All the dots. All the dots. All the dots. All the dots.
Sigma.
Hey, it's Kay. What's up, buddy?
Phi. There you are.
Uh-oh. Kay.
I'm sorry. I have some bad news.
Oh, no.
Luna.
No.
Luna is dead.
No!
She's in room 2 in the crew quarters.
No!
The same room where Alice was murdered.
No! What the heck, game? Oh! Oh. She's got that gun with her. The drug gun. This was the 3rd time I touched a body and felt cold skin. I thought it might get easier, but it had only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to. My hands began to shake, and I tried to steady them as I pressed a pair of fingers to her neck to check for a pulse. Nothing, of course. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, the pupils dilated in what could have been terror. It felt surreal, like I might blink, and then she would sit up again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously, and everything would be alright. I blinked. She lay there, still, dead, and pale.
And I trust him.
Oh, don't show me that! Oh, God. I hate your game. Why do you do that to me? Oh, grief cracked open like an egg, and rage clambered out, hot and angry and screaming. It clawed at the inside of my chest and pounded at the back of my eyes. I squeezed them shut and ground my teeth. My hands folded into a fist so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and I opened my eyes again. Another breath. I stood up. Realized that Kay was talking.
I believe she was poisoned.
Oh.
See here. This device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an injection gun. You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger. It's kind of like the needles in these bracelets.
The drug they used is the same as well. The label on the vial says tubocurarine.
Oh, that's the second part of the Soporol. The muscle relaxant.
Yes. Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it. You see the mark on her neck?
Oh.
I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug. Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine, and it killed her.
All the dots. All the dots. What about the others? But don't you need the tubocurarine and the Soporol? So when did she get the Soporol drug?
Should I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get your story first.
What do you mean?
When you left us, you and Luna went off together, right?
Yes?
But when we talked to Dio downstairs, he said he'd only see you, not Luna.
Luna
Why
and
is
I
that?
split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all. And as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said, or even if I had heard it at all. It seemed entirely possible that I'd imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened. So, I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss. You can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room and found Luna on the floor.
So you're saying you spent a good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes. I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine. Her heart had stopped, so I attempted CPR. To the best of my abilities, at least. With this mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because I had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time. I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately. As you know, even a short time without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. I felt time was of the essence. But
All the dots. All the dots.
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Did you see the killer?
No, I did not.
Then they had 3 minutes to escape.
That would have been plenty of time. When you leave this room, immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway. I assume they left that way.
Is there any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No. I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you. May I say something?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Luna, but there was something I wanted to point out. Look at Alice. Do you notice anything?
What, the way her body is? All the dots. All the dots. All the dots. All the dots.
The weapon.
It's gone? It's gone.
Indeed. The wound suggests a knife, but I doubt we'll know now.
Then did the killer take it?
How would I know?
Maybe they took it before Luna was murdered.
Why are you asking me?
If they had it, why not use it to kill Luna?
Yeah, that would make sense.
What?
Sigma, if you were going to kill someone, which of these two methods would you use?
I wouldn't kill anyone.
This is hypothetical.
I would choose the injection gun.
So would I. Less trace of evidence.
Right? Most people would choose that. The more you can divorce yourself from the actual killing, the easier it is to kill someone.
Uh-huh.
There's a big difference between stabbing someone and injecting them with poison.
So you're saying they took the knife before they killed her?
No. I don't know either way. They could have taken it afterwards. There's no way for us to know.
Could they have done that in the 3 minutes before Kay got here?
It's not impossible. 3 minutes is longer than you think.
All the dots.
Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I don't know when they took the knife or whatever it was. We came here to get Alice's bracelet, and then Kay came by later. There was probably about a 30-minute window. Anyone could have taken it. They might not even have been the same person who killed Luna. Or it could be. There really isn't any way to know. And if we don't know, we really shouldn't try and draw conclusions. That could color our reasoning, and that's not good. Conclusions without any evidence are useless.
That's true.
So just forget any conclusions you might have come up with. Save that brain space for something more useful. Well, I think that about covers it. We clear?
All the dots. All the dots. Yeah.
Good.
Luna.
Anyway, we should tell the others.
About Luna, you mean?
Yeah.
We should go to the white doors then.
We need to take a bracelet.
Dio should still be there. Hopefully Tenmyoji and Clover will be there as well.
Yeah, good point. Once it's time to open that door, I am sure they'll show up. Kay nodded and picked up Luna's bracelet.
Please, take this with you.
He held it out to me. I stared down at the bracelet. I felt wrong to just take it. Like we were using and abandoning her.
Is something the matter? You and Phi are the magenta pair. Without the green solo bracelet, you won't be able to open the secondary door.
I know. It's just...
Then...
He pressed the bracelet gently into my hand.
If you don't wish Luna's death to be meaningless, then you must survive. Or do you intend to die without catching her killer?
All the dots. All the revengeful thinking dots. Right. Yes. I sighed and closed my hand around the cold metal.
Good. Shall we go?
Wait.
All the dots? All the dots?
Shit.
What, did something happen?
No. Well, not yet. We
Huh?
might be looking at a worst-case scenario.
Wait, what?
Excuse me?
God. What the hell is wrong with me?
What?
How did I miss this?
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault.
What?
It's just... there was so much going on, I wasn't thinking.
What is it? Yeah, what is it, god dang it? What did you miss? All the dots. All the dots. All the dots!
Quark.
Work. What? Oh. Oh, darn it. Tenmyoji is a red solo. Clover's the cyan pair. Quark's the other cyan pair. If he's not with them, they can't get through the secondary door.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. This is bad. And if they haven't gotten in by the time the primary door shuts, they'll be penalized. If we haven't found Quark by then.
Time! How much time do we have left? Oh no. Oh no. All the dots. All the dots.
Let's just go to the warehouse on floor B. Perhaps Quark has already been found.
I sure hope so. Let's move. Oh, that's bad. Right, I didn't even think about that. You need his bracelet or Quark. You need one of the two. This could be bad. This could be bad. This could be really, 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 really bad. How long would it take us to go from there to there, though? In what, a couple minutes, you would imagine? Warehouse B. Oh no.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Oh no.
You're late. The fuck were you thinking? You trying to kill me?
What about Quark?
What?
Did they find Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here. Look, forget about him. Where's Alice's bracelet? Which one of you has it?
What about Tim, Yoshi, and Clover? Have they come back yet?
Look around, asshole. What do you think? Hey, pay attention. The bracelet. Do you have Alice's bracelet? Hand it over.
Vi pulled it out of her pocket. The face still shone with blue light. This had been Alice's bracelet. Vi's eyes never left Dio's as she carefully handed the bracelet to Kay.
Good. Let's go.
All the dots.
Hey, what is this? What, you don't like this door? Fine, we can take a different one. As long as we're in the right group, it shouldn't matter which door we take.
That's not the issue.
Then please tell me, what the fuck is the issue?
Being a human being.
Wow.
3 of us still haven't arrived. If we leave them behind...
Yeah, take that, Dio.
Oh, come on. Now you're gonna grow a heart? If you stay here, you're gonna kill me.
But...
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
All right, fine. I'll be honest with you. The truth is, I've got a kid. A baby. I was told that if I didn't win this game, my kid's as good as dead.
Alright, who told you that?
That's...
You have to trust me. I swear, it's God's honest truth. Zero told me to keep it under wraps, but I figure I don't have a lot of choice right now. I'll tell you more once we get inside. Please.
It's a lie. Don't listen to him. I wanted to scream. Dio was obviously lying, but it looked like Kay was buying it. But he had to go in. I couldn't try and stop him. If I did, they both die.
You have to believe me, Kay. Please. If you won't do it for me, do it for my kid. If I lose, it's all over. Please.
All the dots. All the dots. Kay turned to look at me and Phi. We both nodded silently back.
I understand. Let's go.
Really?
Yes. I have one condition, however.
A condition?
Yes. But it's not for you, Dio. Sigma, I want you and Phi to go into one of the doors as well.
Huh?
Dio and I cannot be the only survivors. I would have the 2 of you join us. That is my condition.
Damn it. Couldn't make this easy, could you?
What do you say? The decision is yours.
No. I can't do that. You're asking me to leave 3 people to die.
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed. Is that what you want?
I can't just leave them behind. All the dots. All the dots. All the dots.
Me either. I agree with Sigma. We can't just ditch them. I'm staying.
Bye.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
I see. I suspected that would be your answer. You leave me with no choice then. My apologies.
All the dots? All the dots? Whoa! Erga! You just throw us through a door?
You have my sympathy. I wish there was another way.
Why?
Do you actually believe, Dio?
No, of course not. I only wish to save you. If I had not forced the issue, neither of you would have budged. Such is your character.
All the dots. All the dots. Okay, what are you doing?
I confess I am not entirely sure. I will think about it during the 10 seconds that remain. Goodbye.
Kate turned and left, quickly disappearing outside of our door. Vi and I lay on the floor, moaning, curled around our aching stomachs.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Not quite able to walk yet, Vi and I crawled out of the secondary door. The punch Kay had given me had been incredibly powerful, and my arms and legs still felt numb and tingly. Can you stand?
Yeah. Can we just sit here for a moment, though? My body's gonna be fine, but I think I need a little time to get my feelings sorted out.
I nodded, and we sat there in silence. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their faces out of my head. Teimyoji, Clover, Quark. I hoped they were alright somehow, but all the dots. All the dots. I wasn't sure how much time had passed before Vi finally stood up.
We should go.
And that was it. She turned and headed for the end of the hallway, feet dragging as if she were carrying something heavy. It was a moment or two before I followed. Security. Alright, my friends. This is Virtue's Last Reward. This equal to 999. I am the FlightlessBird. And this is Story-Based Gaming Channel. It looks like we're about to head into another escape room. Or I should say we're in another escape room. A lot has happened. And man, I am just... I just want to keep playing, to be honest. But I gotta slow myself down because I don't want to get too far ahead. But wow, there's just so much happening right now. Thank you so much for joining us. I love you guys. And until next time, take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.